How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Bitcoin update. And in actual fact, guys, we do have some bearish TA to talk about today. We are still anticipating 75, 76k. It is our technical target, but we have a bearish divergence. After breaking out of this inverse head and shoulders pattern, this being the shoulder, this being the head, and then the right shoulder, we broke out, retested it a few times, but afterwards making new highs above this. So we put in that new high, retested it as support, trying to get that continuation. We came into the next target that I've been talking about, but we are still anticipating higher, as well as these eventually, but we're more focused on getting to here. And in order to get up to this price point, we still need to maintain the golden pocket. That is where this all came from. That is where I started suggesting for this price point, because we're dumping from the all-time high, the 2021 one at 69k, after going $200 higher, making a new all-time high right there. But we still mark out and watch over the 2021 high, 69k exactly, and we saw this sharp correction, which I called the bottom of exactly. And so when we start working our way back up, I need to find where potential resistances are using the Fibonacci's. And so as the highest golden pocket area, the 67k level, we need to push through that level of resistance. In fact, we should see this dump and a pump back into that zone before continuation lower. But in bull markets, we actually do the opposite. We push through, creating the reversal wave, looking for the 1618 and then eventually the 2414 as our targets. But we actually anticipate consolidations here as well as here, and even when we get up to that final price point. So this consolidation, or this rollover that we're seeing at the moment, or potential rollover that we're seeing at the moment, is actually ordinary. It's actually expected, because we usually stall off here. We're just hitting resistances, falling back to key levels of previous resistance, now a support. So let's continue to maintain that previous all-time high, the 2021 all-time high, 69k. And even if we do continue down to the 55 and the previous high, we're still looking for bullish reversal, bullish continuation. In fact, guys, yes, we do want to hold this, but it actually is fine if you come back down to the golden pocket, because originally, guys, when we bottomed out here, you're meant to use it as resistance to put in a new low, and that wasn't the case. So as long as we maintain above that, we're not on that bearish path. So if we're not on the bearish path, we're still on the bullish path, and this is just a short term, just to scare you pretty much. But as long as we're maintaining above the key areas over here, which is 64 and 67k, then we are eventually turning around and continuing to our targets. So I'm going to show you the divergence itself, but here we've got higher highs, and I'm going to show you the divergence on the indicator. But please make sure, if you haven't already, to support the channel. If you can, please do share out the content over on Twitter and tag me in it, or whatever you want. It's really appreciated. I'm getting so much support at the moment from the Trias community. Thank you guys for that. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, make sure you continue to like, subscribe and comment, as we're trying to hit 10k as quick as possible. And it's definitely achievable in these next months. So let me now show you that divergence. I will zoom in so you don't have to look at all the other blue clouds. But pretty much we've got the higher highs here. And if we're looking at this being our highest point, on the indicator, it's actually lower than the previous peak. So this is called a bearish divergence. And pretty much when we see this indicator disagreeing with the chart, then it's in a bull market a signal of a short-term down. Yes, short-term, because we're still above all our key levels. Remember, it's actually just about holding 64 to 67k. So we can actually just say hold 64k, but we don't have to go down there. This is just the level that needs to hold in order to eventually continue higher. But as of now, we got 23 minutes until the 4-hour candle close. We could well close above this point. If it does not, it's not the end of the world, but let's say it did actually reclaim the 20, just like all these previous times over here, we get a new high, and that would be our 75, 76k target getting met. If in 20 minutes we just we don't actually close above, well, then we're just coming back to the previous 2021 all-time high, 69,000. But in the last few days, we actually did attempt to lose it. So I have to go ahead and mark out that new low, 68,600. So you could draw a box between the all-time, the 69k all-time high and this 68,600, or you can mark out both. or you can just use the 2021 all-time high. Totally fine. This is where I'm expecting a big boy bounce, but this bounce, like last time, must reclaim the 20. We can't just come back to the 20 and hit it as resistance. It means we're looking for lower. But as long as we are bouncing, reclaiming the 20, then I'm still looking for bullish continuation. If anything does change, then of course the Discord will know first, but I'll be here for another update tomorrow, of course. And stay tuned on the Twitter, because I'm also making posts there throughout the day. But as you do know by now, I'm mostly spending the whole day in the Discord community because they are my students. They are my Discord members, and I'm just pumping out TA for all of them constantly and answering all of their questions because, you know, some people, they see something like this, they immediately get scared. But if you've been following along for long enough, I called this bottom, I called this bottom, I called this bottom, I called this bottom, I called this bottom. And now we're just pretty much, if we fail to reclaim this level, we're just looking to come back down to the last low, which was this one. And then hopefully it's just a double bottom. If we actually lose this, then we are looking for a little bit lower. That is it from me today. More updates to follow through the next days. But if you want to get into that Discord community, we do weekly live streams in there. We did one last night. And it was also recorded for people that didn't actually manage to join. I think we had almost 30 people in the actual live stream. Absolutely incredible, guys. So if you want to join, the links are down below. It is $25 a month. I've had a few people the last few days asking if you can pay in crypto. Unfortunately, no, because it's a direct debit. But if you wanted to pay for the year, then we can sort that out. That is it from me today. I'll catch you in there, and I'll see you in the next Bitcoin update. Cheers.